Yo, hello everyone. Hello, hello. Lana, hello. S3LQ, hello. Champ Lemon. Senu, hello. How are you? Hey, George MK, hello. How are you guys doing? Chongosaurus, hello, hello. Obsidian, Poner, Mart, yo, how are you guys doing? Oh, I'm tired from last night. Oh, Champ Lemon, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub and welcome back for 4 months. Thank you. Yo, Mr. Poner, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub and welcome back for 5 months. Narantor, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. How are you guys doing? So who here was around for last night's KeyCon 2020, virtual KeyCon 2020 on Keycaps Discord server? Do you have a Poggy's time Pog time last night? Yeah, it was fun. I had to moderate a voice chat, but you don't even have the price of the build in the title. Yeah, I know. KeyCon line. Yeah, it was fun though. I was at I mostly hung out in like one of the voice chat rooms, and we had this like thing between moderators where we basically said like, oh, like if someone, if there's like people in the voice chat but there's no moderators, you should probably just collapse that voice chat room so that it's kind of like, safe. But yeah, it was fun though. My voice chat room kind of became like basically Canada people. So it was like Ugo, Ganaball, O3O Kevin, Aiden Hero, Jin, and a bunch of others. VC97 was so lit, bro. I heard it was kind of degen. We weren't degen at all, so very wholesome and well behaved. Is that what it is? Lemon kicked me. Toxic. Wasn't allowed to sleep in voice chat. That's actually really funny. I guess it was really late and stuff. He was complaining that it was 4:40 and he wanted to sleep. He told me to kick him. So yeah, let's see. So yeah, someone compiled all the photos that were posted on the chat. So there's this you guys can check out the, if you aren't in Keycaps Discord server, here's a link to the KeyCon 2020 album. And so basically it's like 1,300 pictures of basically people posted, like they were in voice chats and sharing a lot of photos. And someone compiled them all together, so you can see a lot of artisans. This is a Apiaries Key Cult collab 265, her collection of artisans, Satisfaction, Prime Caps, Clacks, and Cats, and all sorts of cool artisans and keyboards. Like amazing stuff posted all throughout last night. Amazing, yeah, amazing resin, amazing keyboards. Like just overall top-notch stuff. Really amazing stuff. I couldn't keep up with this at all, and like actually I'm browsing it for the first time right now. But yeah, like some of these, I think that's might be Teja Types' picture of the 1.2 OG. Exmoor. This is the 7V prototype that he had. Is that? No, that's not Dawn Patrol, but you know, one of the some other caps. The Key Cult Cipher card. Yeah, no, some awesome stuff. So yeah, check out the album. There's a lot going on in there, and like RBB's like Key Walk collection. Look at that, amazing. This is like over. It's more than a down payment in resin. So yeah, some awesome stuff, some cute stuff. Like this is kind of cute. But yeah, no, this is wild, wild stuff. Some amazing stuff shared. But yeah, check out that. If you're not on Hello Caps Discord server, I think there's a link on Hello Caps' Instagram. But yeah, you can check out all that good stuff. Alright, so second, I have a just quick announcement to make. So there's just a small update to Dolch R5. We'll be getting quotes soon. So if you hit exclamation OG Dolch, there's a command for the interest check, but the kits are pretty much the same. We're about to get quotes soon, and then I'm about to get a RAL book, but more importantly, there's this collab. There's a Kipora collab coming up. With the caps are already made. So this is the Bloodhound Kipora colorway for Dolch R5. So if you're looking to getting something that matches GMK Dolch, or the OG Dolch, this is it. This is the cap for you. So yeah, this Johanski was super nice and generous to make some more keycaps for us. He made the Salvador last time, the Dolce Salvador, and this time we have this Bloodhound Kipora. I told him I liked this pattern that he did. He did it for this other Kipora that he had, and he actually kind of surprised me and said, "Oh, I remember you told me that you liked that pattern, so I made some Kiporas in that." So he actually remembered what I told him, and he was super kind to make this, which is awesome. Yep. Other than that, let's see. Oh yeah. So the next news item is that I recently got approved as a creator on mechanicalkeyboards.com, and so basically it's just you can, if you're buying anything on mk.com, you know, mechanicalkeyboards.com, you can use Lightning as the code for checkout. So like if you go to the shop, for instance, and like let's say oh, I want to buy I want to buy a Vermillo for my friend, and you know, you like add it to cart, and like you go to your cart. Obviously my cart is empty right now. You can click here on enter creator code, and then if you type in Lightning and press apply, it will say that it supports Lightning keyboards. So yeah, just an extra affiliate kind of thing, but they offer it to creators out there, and so they were really nice to accept my application for it, and it finally got approved. So something to check out if you're ever shopping there. It's like OEM stuff, a lot of stuff, and switches, springs, and stuff like that goes on mk.com a lot of the time, so it can be a good place to check out. Obviously, the next thing is, obviously I'm not like sponsored or anything, but I did want to comment about the foundry, the Rama foundry. As you guys know, there's the thermal, the joules, and this time around the Zenith opened yesterday. So here we have the your Prime KB affiliate link was late. I know. So we have a Prime. Oh yeah. So we have a Prime Keyboards affiliate link now. So if you go to primekb.com/lightning, this is what's only recently added. Holton C from PrimeKB just hit me up and told me that there was a new affiliate link for it. So if you do primekb.com/lightning, you can basically provide a kickback if you're buying anything from PrimeKB. So there's also Desmad, GB, and some other things coming up soon, like restocks and whatnot. But yeah, just so you know, I updated all the links. So like if you do exclamation sponsors, you can find all the links for the the actual sponsors. So yeah, let's go back to Zenith. So Zenith, got films before you announce it. No worries, it's okay, Joe Cool Bob. It's only like a few cents probably in kickback anyway. So am I getting it? Not sure. So I got the Juby, right? So if we look for Juby Keycap owner, I just okay. So here it is. So I got the Juby, which is the 60% version of the Zenith. It's very similar, but it's PCB mount or plate mount. So I got this one. I got this one in gray. So this is the 60% version, which I personally like more because I prefer the 60% layout. What type of housing does Zeal switches have? Actually, I don't know what was the plastic, guys. I actually don't know all the different plastic types for switches. Sorry. How much was this? So this one was $450. Yeah, so there was an option in silver, black, and gray. Yeah, black, silver, and gray with wing keyless or standard top. So it's the same as the Zenith. It's a 60% and then 2 macro columns with the vintage style lip slash sort of like chamfer here. And then, you know, I picked this one up. This one's in production currently, so waiting on that. And but the Zenith now is the 65% version of this, and it's being produced by Rama, the Rama Foundry. So it says here, vintage form follows modern function, inspired by keyboards at the dawn of the information age, created with the best of custom keyboard design features. Case by Ion Keyboards, Poners. Yours truly, he's right here in chat. PCB by Wilba. Looks really, really nice. Some people don't like the side profile, I heard, but I actually like it. Handles are always nice to have, like to pick up your board. Yeah, so the Juby had a plateless option, yes. I mean, you can always... Oh, actually, well, no, you can't always build plateless. Never mind. the plate, I mean, the PCB has to be held somehow. So, so this one is isolated gasket. So kind of similar to like what you see on like Keycult or like other similar like isolated gasket boards, right? So it's offered in black, gray, olive / green, gold-ish, and red. Kuro Moon, Moss, or Halt. I personally, my favorite colors are either the gray, the moss one, the olive one, or this gold one. I mean, just because these two colors are really unique, but I personally love the moss color. I think it's beautiful. Hopefully it comes out and really well in real life. This one is basically like sandwich mount. Juby is either basically like, is it like sandwich or is it only PCB? It's like I forget. It's like plate sandwich or PCB only, I think. But yeah, or is it plate top? Anyway. So yeah, has a bottom weight. You know, it's seamless too, which is pretty cool. I think that's pretty unique. I like this. I like that it's seamless. It's kind of neat. Obviously, like a nice daughter board parallel to the ground, to the desk. And there's a hot swap option, and the hot swap option actually supports step caps lock, which is pretty cool, and 7U. So this actually I might, if I get this, I would probably get a hot swap PCB as well, just because this is my layout of preference. This is my layout of preference. Is Juby PCB mount like IDB? Yes, similar. Yep. So, well, I mean, QMK and VIA compatible, of course. There's gonna be aluminum Rama caps. I have the black one. I actually have it somewhere around here. Here it is. Here I have a bunch of different blanks and stuff. I'm gonna switch to the camera in just a second. So here I have a bunch of blanks, and so I actually have the black Ion keyboards run. So I probably will pick up the white one just to have it as a pair. Looks pretty good. So yeah. And yeah, so how much was this? Let's see. Let's keep going down. Pre-order. So this costs $450 for a kit. Solderable or hot swap is the same. So it's $450 for aluminum plate, $470 for brass plate. I would probably get aluminum myself. So like maybe like this would be ideal for me. Moss, aluminum, and solderable. And then there's extra plates for 42 or 62. PCBs for $60 each. And starter kits, which are Gateron black ink switches and Durox stabs. So pretty good deal in my opinion. The starter kit is actually a good deal in terms of a price, but it means you have to wait though until it ships. So actually you can't prep your switches before. That would be the only drawback I find, is waiting for you to get your switches and stuff until you get your board, and so basically you have to delay yourself in building it. So that's the only disadvantage of the starter kit. But otherwise, I'll probably pick up, if I do decide to pick this up, I'll pick up like moss, aluminum, solderable, and then maybe like an extra PCB in hot swap. Possible to just buy this starter kit? I think so, yeah. Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any limits, but I'm not sure if it would ship early though. I don't think it would, just because it's designed to ship once everything is ready. I don't know actually. You could send out a ticket for it. You could ask about it if you want. But yeah, I think you could order it though. When will it ship? That's a good question. Let's see. Timeline. Technical specs, disclaimers. I don't know. Actually, it doesn't say. Does it? Okay, so pre-order is open until July 30th. And then extra manufacturing slots are available until exhaustion passes date. That's kind of cool. So if you miss out, you could still get it. It doesn't say when. Like 2021? No, it doesn't say. I actually can't find a date. But I mean, I would assume it would take like a year. More or less, just because there's I have a feeling it's gonna sell quite a bit. I hope it does. Mr. Poner here surely hopes that a lot of people support. Is it a black weight for sure? Let's see. Weight. Bottom weight milled from brass. Maybe it is black. There's only one thing for the weight. Blah 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 blah. 3-piece enclosure. Typically they put when manufacturing is complete. That's a nice way to disclaim. Anyhow, so yeah, Oh, part of the Cool Kids Club. Hey, Smoff, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Alright, so well, that's for the Zenith. And then, well, there is a bunch of other group buys that we can talk about. Maybe we can do this at the end of the stream. Just talk about group buys in general. There's so many things going on right now. There's EPVT Classic Retro Cyrillic for those unaware. Kind of neat. Red Samurai and Blue Samurai are running. GMK Nord just opened. Moto 2, of course. Boneyard. I might get the Cat Explosion Deathmat. But that's it. I'm not... Actually, out of all these, I'm not interested in most. But yeah. Hello, Soran. Hello. All weights and plates are black, bless up. That's so nice. That's great. That's great. Great pick. Black is easy. And it's just... Can't go wrong with black. For the plate. Especially. But I am a fan of a black weight. Very much a fan. Was thinking Moto, but going to wait for OG Dolch instead. Oh, hey. Thank you so much, Nerontor, for your support. Well, I appreciate that because, so Dolch R5 is coming in August, so there's still some time. Okay, Soran. Alright, sleep well. Have a good night. Alright. OG Dolch 10 times better than modern? I mean, everyone has preferences, it's okay. Alright, so we building this bad boy here today. Wrong. Whoa. Cameron isn't a fan of OG Dolch, it seems. It's fine. That's fine. People like modern Dolch. I like modern Dolch too. It's just, yeah. By the way, if any of you guys have modern Dolch round 1 and you're buying modern Dolch round 2, you should sell round 1 to me at cost. Because I want the round 1's modifiers. Anyway, so we have here my Dolch caps, and of course this is the case. PCB. So this PCB is very Monka-esque, as you can see. So I'm not sure if UB, a brother undercover, is here today, but he pretty much donated this PCB to me at the cost of shipping. It's an 1800 PCB for like, you know, any 1800 layout sort of stuff. What's kind of Monka-esque is this. And also just every switch is actually kind of Monka-esque because it has footprints for north or south. I'm not sure you guys are noticing this, but this is north or south orientation. So I could alternate each row if I want it. But hey, but it is QMK compatible. Oh, this is kind of cool though. This is kind of cool. Green on the back, white on the front. Green on the back, white on the front. I mean, it is QMK compatible though, guys. So I'm not against it. And it seems to work. I actually tested it before, like after I got it. And it seems to work, and so we're gonna, yeah. I actually like this a little bit more than the TKC 1800 in the sense that it has the LEDs, I think in the right orientation for the Dolch PAC case, and the cutouts here are better, I think, better fitting. But yeah, this is a little bit but it's PCB mount anyway. So it's not that big of a problem. There's like options for RGB LEDs over here, which is kind of cool. It has a lot of features, is basically what it is. It has like, I think you can technically like add like a Bluetooth module to it and whatnot, but I'm not gonna do that because I like this how it is. No plate, yes, no plate, no plate. We're not gonna use a plate So yeah, this is OG Dolch. I'm getting a RAL book soon to color match the the turquoise for this, and we're gonna use that for the accents of Dolch R5. All right, so let's get started. Right off. Got some staff here, and I need some more stabs actually. Let's see. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need 1 more. Bruh, what's wrong? I didn't do anything wrong. And 5. All right. That PCB looking stacked. When did stabilizers start coming in packs of 100? Ever since I got them in bulk. I got a lot of them, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I provide build services, so I thought it would be appropriate if I bought a lot of stabs for people who need them and for myself. I build a lot of, I've built like hundreds of keyboards at this point, so I feel like it's fair to have hundreds of stabilizers, right? Nice 0-0. Thank you, thank you. Where did I get the key set from? An OG board called the Cherry G80-1813 SAE, which a dear friend of mine who proxied for me. Waiting on my Zeal stabs and vintage blacks to finally begin work on my black thing 6.5. Very cool. What I use to open switches? I can show you. I pretty much just use this. I pretty much just use this. So what I do is I just use, you know, these they sell these on mechanicalkeyboards.com. They come in pairs actually. These are actually to open the switch top like this. Like if this is on a plate with switch top opening ability, then you like put them like this, and then you like, you know, you do this so it pries open the sides and like it latches off. But I actually don't use both like that at all, because I almost never do that. And so I just use this to open it like this, like that. That's the alpha male method of opening switches. Yeah, so I either use this or just tweezers. Like even tweezers like these will work. So like tweezers like this I always use, because I'm always like using tweezers to get springs and stuff. I just do this, and then this, and then that's how you open it up. Anyway, yeah. So that's 2 ways of opening switches. 2 out of many ways to open switches. So yeah. When are you going to send pics to Louison to add it to keyboard Cherry keyboard database? It might already be there actually, but I'll ask. I actually need to double check the number. I think the 26 might be wrong. I think it might be like 3080 or something. Anyway, it's like one of the SAE sets, but I'll check. It was Schneider branded, so it probably is a little bit different. Purely RamaWorks M60A, and I'm gonna put Cherry MX Blues. Okay, I mean at least it's hot swap. So yeah. Spanish cool, living in Spain, but the S is silent. So yeah, so how did people find last night's event? It was pretty fun for me. There was a lot of cool stuff going on, and I think it was just like, for something that was organized so suddenly, it was quite a success. There were some amazing giveaway prizes too, by makers and people in the community. I thought it was great for such a suddenly organized event. Loved it for the short time I was there. Yeah, it fucked my sleep schedule, but it was worth it. I mean, yeah, I also slept like at 4 a.m. So yeah. So yeah, what's your Cameron? So you're wondering if I have a lot of stabs? Well, I also have a lot of lube. It's just a necessity. Like, I don't want to run out in the middle of working. So I just, yeah. Bought a bunch of stabs and lube and all that at the time. All at once. Pretty expensive. No, I think the event was great though. Like, people were super nice actually, and like pretty much there were no issues with the event at all. Have you considered the TS80 soldering iron since it's more compact? Yeah. But do I need it? I don't need it though. Like, I don't find the benefits to outweigh like what I already have. Like, I have a Hako, right? But it's plenty enough, and I don't find it like that inconvenient. Like, it is bigger, and like obviously like it's wired, but I mean, like, it has enough reach for me. So it's like something I can live with for the price, and you know, overall just not so concerned about the capabilities on my Hako. My desk is actually quite shallow, so I might have to go that route. Yeah, so I actually have like 2 tables like stuck next to each other, so some stuff is on the other side on my right here, and so I just bring the cables from there, kind of. So yeah, but my desk is also kind of shallow, which is why I do wish I had a better desk actually. That's something I would probably save to spend on. But at the same time, because I rent, I don't want to buy too much furniture, because if I have to move, then I have to move with it, and it can be a major inconvenience at the time if I'm not like settling or anything. But I do imagine I want to upgrade soon, or I mean sometime. With a desk that's the length is fine right now. I think maybe a deeper desk. Thinking about going to typical, yeah, the countertop and the drawers as like the stands or legs of the desk. Yeah, I think that kind of works really well. I mean, I would make sure that you get a countertop that's actual wood. That's actual wood instead of the cork. Could I make a cable that has the same colors as your logo? So like a navy and white? Yeah, like navy and off-white, navy and white. Yeah, I would be super down. I think the colors are awesome. I mean, I'm a big blue fanboy, so I like blue things a lot. But yeah, I'll be down. I have keyboards that are sort of blue, so it would match really well. It would go well with like gray and white too, so. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for asking. Have you seen that Heine board releasing next week? The Heine TKL1? Yes, I have. I have looked at the Heine TKL1. I think the gold and looks really, really nice. The gold color. It's probably like one of the more unique colors that I've seen. And it's also it's a nice pick. It's a nice color pick. I've seen other gold attempts being done that kind of look a little tacky for my own taste, or too like champagne-y kind of. Like champagne gold, sort of. This one is pretty nice though. I mean, I bet it will be a banging success. He's also doing numpads for those who do order when he does the group buy, and so that'll be nice. I mean, for those people who need a numpad, but I don't need a numpad, so. I would skip on that one. I would skip on the numpad myself. I don't own a TKL, so I'll probably go for it. Oh yeah, go for it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, TKLs and 60% are my favorite layouts personally in terms of use. Like I use those two the best. And if I need a numpad, I normally just have an external numpad plugged in. When I need it, like I have a Real Force 23U, and I also have a Jur pad or something. Yeah, Jur pad. So yeah, TKL though. I mean, it's always nice to have a TKL around because it's just like standard. It looks nice. Any 3700 PCB avail? Seriously though, any bomb avail? Any programming avail? Any flashing avail? Didn't Martin do one recently? Yeah, but Martin's in Europe too. I don't... Like, I felt like about ordering it because I was like... Yeah. No thank you. Yeah, pretty much. Shipping costs kind of high from Europe, and then I know that AIO3 was working on one, and AIO3 is local. I mean, like he's in the U.S. So I was just gonna wait for that. Also, I kind of bothered AIO3 enough that I feel obligated to get AIO3, of course, and also I don't know. Yeah. I'll refrain from anything else, just because I don't really have much else to say about it. It's limited and comes out next week. Heine TKL, yeah, it's gonna be it's being done similar to the key called Raffle Format, which is going to be it's basically going to be 2 10-minute windows during one day, so that it accommodates people of different time zones. Like one in the morning, one in the evening. And then I think he said he was going to be doing 45 slots. I believe it's going to be a raffle. So yeah, you will have to win a raffle in order to participate. I mean, in order to, yeah, be in the group buy. And 45 units is, I guess, small for what seemingly demand is like these days. We'll see though. I mean, it's good to limit it because it is a lot of logistics as well. Because I believe he's also running like PCBs and key sets as well. I mean, yeah, key sets as well. So yeah, so Heine is going to be running OG Space. I mean, yeah, OG Space Keys in August along with Dolch. So it's going to run alongside Dolch at the same time. For those wanting to get like Dolch color or white on black or beige space keys. And later on, I mean, he posted a GMK nuclear data interest check. So if you're like interested in like green and white color set scheme, then you should check that IC out. But yeah, he's probably doing that sometime in the future. But he has a lot of ICs actually. He has like the DCS set for Alps, and then he also has nuclear data. Yeah. I want DCA Saware? I haven't seen that in a while. But they didn't go for too much money. They are not too expensive to get if you find them. I mean, it is a very underrated and relatively unpopular colorway. I feel like a lot of old school people tend to like it a lot more, but it's definitely less appreciated. I mean, some people find it ugly, so I understand. Because it has kind of low contrast. And it might be too colorful for some people. Not gonna complain about that, makes it more affordable. Yeah, for sure. No, absolutely. If only Red Alert were unpopular too. But there was a recent R3. Oh, you need your numpad and I prefer DCS icon? Oh, I see. I see. I guess I understand that. Yeah, I guess if you need the numpad, that's a different story. But yeah, DCS sets are not as expensive. I mean, I guess the DCS Rebel, so that's the one that's called Red Alert. It's kind of more expensive just because it was kind of small group buy when it first ran in like 2012 or whatever. So yeah. OTD Red Alert sold for 400 a week or two ago. That's about right. If you have if it's a full kit, that sounds about right actually. It's for as long as I've known, it's sold for around $300-400 for a full kit, like the one that contains all the modifiers and the novelties. That normally sells for around that much. Just for the last few years. It was full if I recall correctly. Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, I don't think it would sell for that much if it weren't. I kind of doubt it because DCS is not popular at all. That set just has its significance because of like the associations with it. But yeah, most recently there was yesterday I believe there was a CRP R2.2 raffle. If anyone here entered and hopefully got lucky. I've been hearing that the new Hammer CRP sets are looking really good. The alphas definitely look more kind of like a creamier color. Actually, they look a little bit even lighter than OG, slightly. But they do look much more accurate to OG. The modifiers are pretty much the same. They're kind of they've always been sort of spot on in terms of color. But the legends look really good. The keycap straightness and all that kind of stuff looks really good. The QC overall, for the price, it looks pretty good. At least from the photos that I've been starting to see out there. Just sitting here, waiting for basic CRP. Basic CRP? Wait, what is basic CRP though? You mean like the BSP stuff from Originative? Or just, oh, you mean like just standard? So I don't really think CRP might run like that, ever. Like, I'm not really sure it will. Like, at best, you get Tulip. I think Tulip is your best bet of getting something like that. But yeah. There was a raffle yesterday? Yeah, so it was only announced in the Discord for Syrup Labs. So Syrup Labs is a vendor in Canada that organized the group buy for R2.2. So I believe it was only posted there for the most part because people were asking. Yeah, people kind of picked up on it, and I've seen a lot of want to buy kind of posts and stuff lately, or the past couple of days, the past day or two. Refuse to use Cherry Icon mod, but Cherry Icon mod is basically what OG is. Like, there are more ISO boards in Cherry, like made by Cherry, than there are American layout, standard layout boards. So you will actually find more icon than icon text, generally speaking. Even though Cherry is technically an American company. You just prefer icon text? Yeah, I guess that's it. I guess that's fair enough. I ultimately, between regular OG icon and icon text, I don't care. Icon text is nicer, more descriptive, and kind of like it's fills up the space more nicely. And icon certainly looks a little bit barren, but if that's the only option I get for like a specific key set or whatever, I don't care. I don't like text-only mods, however. Can you show what the difference in... What? Difference in screw-in stabilizer versus compressed fit, and how do you know if the board is compatible? If by compress you mean like PCB mount, the only difference is this. So the only difference is gonna be this part here, and the footprint's a little bit larger on screw-in. But basically, this part, like, you know, for screw-ins, a screw like goes through that hole, right? On the from the other side of the PCB. For regular PCB mount, it has like a clip. It has like a clip, and that thing clips onto the PCB. That's the only difference, though. The way to know whether it's compatible is just to know whether your PCB supports PCB mount stabilizers, and also whether your plate is for PCB mount, not for plate mount. Wait, is that command not working? Alpha keycaps? Hold up. Try again, Mr. Cron, Mr. and Miss Cronboard. You can try again. I just reset the command, so it should work now. I don't know if it's just me or the stream is jumping around. Let me check. I think it's fine on my end, actually. It's been fine for like the past like 40 minutes. It was a little bit jumpy at the very beginning, but it's fine now. But that was like 30 minutes ago when it was a little bit jumpy. Just try refreshing or try lowering your resolution. Natively is 1080p, but 720 could work better for you. Kiwi, hello. Which Kiwi is this? Is this a Kiwi that I don't know, or is this a Kiwi from the keyboard community? How is everyone today? Doing alright. I'm new here. Oh, welcome, welcome. Welcome. New here to the keyboard community. Oh, welcome. I just built my keyboards a few weeks ago and had a question. Yeah, sure, go ahead. What's up? Feel free to ask any questions you have. I'm kind of getting warm. I'm just gonna run the fan this way. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, so one, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I use dielectric grease on my stabilizers. I ordered real cherry stabs to replace the cheap fake ones I got to use until they became back in stock. I decided to lube them and still hear a slight rattle. Any fixes? Yes. So I actually made an image of this for people. I mean, it's a kind of very crude sort of commentary on how to deal with stabilizers. Let me post the link in chat. It's also in my Discord server if you are, but you can try looking at that and reading it through. Just take a look. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that. Hello, Michael Jor. Hello, hello. I've also heard that it's because of the fake stabilizers and that the real cherry stabs feel and sound a lot better versus fake ones. Possibly. I mean, lube makes a big difference, but I mean, in the end, stabilizers is all about tolerances. So you want to have tolerances that are correct, and so like basically things are like, you know, you want like parts that are not like rubbing next to each other, or that like they just fit together nicely, and like after lubing they also like don't like, you know, get jammed or rub or anything. So that's kind of like what you're trying to get. But it's true that sometimes quote unquote fake ones could have that kind of issue, but in my experience it's kind of pretty much been a kind of a crapshoot. It's depended on like when and what I'm using. So yeah. Miguel Ferreira, first time on this stream, liking it so far. Thank you. I'm glad. Welcome. Hey, what do you think about the NK65 entry edition? Sorry if someone has already asked this, no problem. No one has asked this, but the NK65 entry edition is actually a really good deal in my opinion for an entry-level keyboard that's hot swap, programmable, and has a pretty decent construction as far as a custom keyboard goes. So I think it's a great deal, like bang for the buck wise. So personally, I think that if you can get it, I highly recommend it, just because it comes with like, it's the case, it comes with its plate, like all the screws, right? The PCB, and it also comes with stabilizers, like plate mount stabilizers, a carrying case, and a cable. Like all of this stuff normally is not offered. Like I don't see that kind of like those kinds of like complete offering. Like that kind of like complete offering is not that common. It's an amazing bundle for the price, in my opinion. So I personally recommend it. So yeah, that's my 2 cents about that. Goes like that. And then this guy fits in one of these. Oh, it's the only one that would fit it, I think. But yeah, NK65, if you're thinking about it, pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. Okay, cool. So that's the placement. I might grab a Sharpie and just mark this, actually. So hopefully this all goes nice and smoothly. Let's test our stabs. So we can start with maybe the numpad enter. Wait. Like this, I guess. Okay. Looks good. Kind of quiet from here, huh? That seems okay. I don't hear any rattle. So the benefit of having a PCB only build is that you can take off the stabs anytime. So even if I screw up the stabs today, I am able to replace them anytime I want. And I have full access to them because there is no plate blocking them. So that is the benefit of a PCB only build, is that you don't have to worry about such things. Thoughts on the acoustics and feel of integrated plates in comparison to their counterparts like brass, aluminum, and whatnot. I have only tried the M60A integrated case, as well as like maybe like Tofu, and something else, but they're all like aluminum integrated. And I mean, comparison to like top mount is completely different. I feel like the sound of integrated tends to be like right at the top and sort of flat sounding. And depending on how much room there is in the case, it can like feel like there's like a bit of an echo, like a resonance pinging. But I feel like it kind of just varies overall. I would say that I personally prefer the sound of not integrated plates, like just like regular top mount or bottom mount kind of build. Hey Kiwi, thank you so much for the 100 bits. But yeah, so I definitely feel like it will vary on the case a lot, especially for integrated. Just because integrated, like, it depends on what the rest of the case is like. I mean, so does for sound-wise. So like acoustics are very, very hard to assess accurately. Like there is no, it's kind of empirical. You have to try it out to know how it is. So personally, like I would not rely on just on my kind of experience to make that kind of decision. But in general, if you like go and look at like other people's boards and stuff, you'll notice that integrated does have a bit of a flat sounding part to it. But I think that could also be the case if you like, let's say, fill up a case with foam and it's like top mount or bottom mount or whatever sandwich, you know. Upcoming build with integrated polycarbonate plate. That's interesting. Sounds very thocky. Yeah, so polycarb can also vary because like polycarb sometimes can sound very clacky, kind of very like high pitched. And that's because it's like dangling a bit and like, you know, it's like thin because it's only like 1.5 millimeters for the plate, right? So yeah, I think it kind of varies though. I've seen all sorts of like variants to that. What are those keycaps on your board? I want them. So this is from an OG, like an original, like vintage keyboard. So you'd have to find the vintage keyboard like it, but you can get just keycaps that look just like this. If you get like GMK 9009 or GMK Classic Retro, for instance, they will be ABS plastic. So you could totally find keycaps that look just like this. There's also like other vintage boards that have keycaps that look like this, so something to consider. I don't like that. This is gonna be an alignment issue. Okay, I'm gonna have to be careful about those here. I'm gonna do this last probably. Sinew, thanks so much for the 14 bits. I found a Nolives G80-1813 MX Blacks, possibly vintage switches for $30. That's pretty good. That sounds like a good deal to me. Yeah. G81s can come with a variety of keycaps. There can be like printed keycaps or double shot keycaps. So, but it doesn't matter. $30, and if the switches seem to be all right, it could be a good deal. And also, you can use the case for like a build similar to this. Get like a PCB separately, or reuse the PCB that it already has and stuff. Convert it maybe if it requires conversion. But yeah, that's not a bad deal at all. My first keyboard was the IBM Model M. Would love you to build a keyboard like that. So the IBM Model M already comes built. Like it's built in the factory. Yeah, like buckling springboards, it's more like a manufacturing sort of thing. I mean, like people do like rivet like replacement and like screw mod or whatever, bolt modding and stuff. I personally don't do that much. I've done it maybe like one time. Oh, I meant like finding a 65% choose my own switches and caps and stuff. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean if you choose the board of your, the board that you want to build, and you can always contact me later, and let me know. So like keep the OG caps but different switches. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that can be done. Although I mean, 65% would likely be custom, so it wouldn't have. I mean, OG caps. Yeah, you could use OG caps from a different board, like harvest them. Yeah. So I love the older boards. Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is why I like using beige key sets, because I do like the aesthetic of the beige key sets. Kind of something classic about it. Yeah. I mean, you could definitely do that. I mean, custom keyboards are all about... Yeah, they're neutral colors, so they fit. Yeah. So, I mean, custom keyboards are all about doing it your own way, your own standards, your own preferences. So, yeah. Started to get into old boards as well. That's cool. Pretty neat. Yeah, yeah. It can be a bit of a crapshoot, in my opinion. Just they're hard to find, and they're not always cheap, or they're not always like in good shape. It's basically just it's like a harvesting job. Basically, you have to go and look and recycled electronics and stuff, right? It's kind of like scavenging. Scavenging, that's the right word. So thank goodness, the last time I built a Dolch pack, remember you guys, it had a bunch of, whatchamacallit, I had to do all the Mil-Max sockets. That was quite a bit of work. Unfortunately, this I'm just gonna solder directly, so should be easy. It's a very comfy stream, very cool, my guy. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you enjoy it. I found some. It's a full 104 kit for $100. Full 104 kit and for $100. Maybe a little bit on the expensive side, but if you enjoy it, then you decide what you think is right for you, or what you think is affordable. I think people should vote with their wallets, in the sense that people should know how to make their own choices. Be responsible for their own choices, Did you have fun at KeyCon yesterday? I did. Jeff Leopard, hello. Yeah, I did have a lot of fun. Voice chat was pretty fun. People shared some incredible photos, which I actually need to look at. There were so many. Yeah. One of my favorite switches, I would say, just good old like MX Blacks with a lighter spring that are smooth, or like MX Clears I like a lot too. MX Browns I like a lot too, like lighter springs in general, lubed. But I also like I like Topre for tactile sometimes. I mean like a lot actually. Like it's probably my favorite tactile. I like some Alps, like Orange Alps, Blue Alps. I like buckling spring too, like Model M, Model F. Yeah, there's so much variety out there. I like different kinds of things. I think it's just like it kind of depends on the time. But I mean, I think on the regular, you'll see me using a form of smooth linear switch. It doesn't really matter which, actually, like whether it's alpacas, whether it's Nolives or creams or MX Blacks, MX Reds, or whatever it is, as long as it's like a smooth linear that it's been modified to like my liking, which is normally like a relatively lighter spring, like 60, 62 gram, 65 gram maybe, 67 is fine too. And then, yeah, lubed with like, Krytox or whatever. Super truly best tactile next to Alps. I agree. I would agree with that. But I'm sure some people would disagree too.
I've been wanting to try C3 tangerines for a while. They seem interesting. My friend built his first after I did. He uses Zelio's Silent V2's Lube with 205G0. Nice. Very nice. Okay. So I'm actually going to do this bottom row at the last because it has a bit of a wobble that I'm not enjoying here. And I could end up soldering it like tilted a bit. So I'm not a fan of that. So I'm going to just make sure that I do that more carefully when I'm ready. Alright, friends, it's time to solder some switches. What PCB is that? I need to look it up. It was called, like... So someone sent this PCB to me. Let me find it. It was like from AliExpress. Someone told me, the person who sent it told me. It's called G80-1813 PCB. Lychee is like L-E-E-C-H-E-E G80-1800 PCB on AliExpress. Like that. Talk about G80s. Thought I saw something familiar there. Yeah. Kimchi Jody Boy, dropping to say hi to my fellow Korean Keebweeb. Hello, hello. Keebweeb. Represent. What's up? Yo, speaking of weeb, ReZero Season 2 coming soon. Whoopsie. My bad. Thoughts on SA profile? SA profile looks good, but feels a little bit too tall for my fingers, and looks great though. Looks great. Looks amazing. I really like it, but after typing on it, I feel like it kind of sounds the same everywhere, and it also feels like there's a lot of plastic and kind of like, I don't know, like dampens what I want from a Switch, and so I like it, but not for like daily use. I like it to look at it. SA spacebar always sounds the same, I feel. Like clock 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 clock. Like, you know, very like has a very like hollow sort of like signature sound to it. Yeah. AOT season 4 too? Wait, what's AOT? What's AOT? I need to. What's AOT? Attack on Titan. Yeah. Sorry, I know it by like the Japanese, like Shingeki no Kyojin. So it's like, yeah. Who flips spacebar gang here? Ori the Mandarin. I am sorry, but you will be banned today. Let's see. Let's time out Ori the Mandarin. Where's the timeout command here? Block? No. No. How do I time you out? Timeout Ori the Mandarin for... I am sorry. You have been timed out for 15 seconds. For belonging in the wrong gang. This is like... Bloods and Cribs is basically like flip spacebar versus not flip spacebar. Sorry, my friend. You have been obliterated. F. He's back. So resilient. Get in the Titan, Aaron.
Welcome back. Welcome back. So, have you reconsidered your actions today, Ori? Because you've done an incredible amount of wrongs here. Incredible number, rather. English. Alright. But yeah, lots of cool series. Kimchi Jody Boy, I was talking about anime, right? I recently finished watching Konosuba. I watched both seasons in the movie. I started watching Kaguya-sama and Darwin's Game. Yeah. New Fate Grand Order coming. Oh. Konosuba is like so funny. So funny. Yeah. I laughed so much with that one. Anyway. Enough anime talk for a bit. I see you're a man of culture. So, oh, look at these people. They say in I'm a nerd. I'm kind of a biomedical science kind of guy, and they say like dissolves like, so that's kind of the idea. It's like we know each other because we have similar interests. Similars, Dr. Stone is the best new manga series right now. Tower of God. Yeah, so all of these webtoons are picking up really quickly, and I actually haven't read all of them, like fully caught up or anything like that, so I actually want to read the original sources before I start any animes. But yeah. Anyone else Cory in the House is a good anime series? I actually do not know Cory in the House, so I can't comment on it because I haven't watched it. I need to reread Tower of God. Yeah, seems interesting though, say the least. So I'm gonna solder the escape key first. Yo, no NSFW links over here, okay? I don't want to violate TOS. Just kidding. I don't know. I actually don't even know what you guys are sharing, so. But yeah. No degen things, okay? Please abstain yourselves. You can hold on to that and maybe post it on the Discord instead. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Just something to vibe to. Let's see. Alright. I'm like 90% sure anime OPs are in TOS. Except like big ones like Naruto and probs this. Huh. I mean, I don't know actually all the policy. But yeah. Let's do a numpad first. How about that? Alrighty. Shall we talk about my sponsors? Because this is y'all's favorite time. You guys can talk about anime or whatever else, keyboards or whatever you want, and I can talk about my sponsors. Your favorite time of the stream. Okay, let's get started, shall we? So we first have Dixie Mech in the list of sponsors. Dixie Mech is currently running GMK Modern Dolch 2.
talk about your sponsor, but in weeb speak. So should I say like, our first sponsor is the Dixie Mech. Dixie Mech. Please browse the dixiemech.com/lightning for GMK Modern Dolch. So GMK Modern Dolch 2 is currently on group buy. Getting rid of the fan noise will kill the mood. It's almost certain to have the fan noise when you solder. Yes. The fan noise must exist, my friend. This is borderline Korean Japanese. Well, I am Korean, so yeah. It is a bit of a kind of a rude parody, but excuse me. It might be tasteless. I really hope it isn't offending anybody. But yeah. So Modern Dolch is on group buy on dixiemech.com/lightning, where you can buy your base kit for $100 or $99.99. There's desk mats and Rama keycaps, as well as other little goodies. Dixie Mech also is currently offering some keycap storage bins for $16.00. I think, $16.50 actually. But yeah, so there's keycap storage bins. You can fit GMK sets, SA sets, ZSA sets, whatever you want in each of the storage bins. They're pretty handy, pretty nifty. I actually have not purchased them yet because I don't have storage needs right now, but I might actually soon. I do have a few sets that are kind of loose and like just hanging out there. They look pretty good though, dimension wise, and like they have like a latch on sort of lid, I think. So they look pretty good. But yeah, check out dixiemech.com/lightning for more information. Storage bins from where? So on Dixie Mech, you will find I'm not sure from where. I think they're like like made in China, like plastic storage bins that fit in like a very good like box dimensions that should fit a lot of your sets, especially like GMK sets or SA sets. So you could check that out on Dixie Mech. They sell packs of 3 for like $16.50. Alright, so next up we have Mint Autumn. So Mint Autumn is currently not doing anything in particular as far as events or products go. The current Rukia Round 2 Polycarb Alice layout keyboard is still in production, so I assume there could be some extras later on, but no details have been announced yet. But for those who don't know, Mint Autumn is led by Jack Static, a community member who did the Rukia and is currently also developing a polyethylene plastic case in a TKL layout. It's going to be called Irma. He's been working on this development and this like R&D stuff for a while, and so I'm pretty excited for it. If you haven't heard of it, you should definitely check out Mint Autumn, and maybe even go to their Discord, and they also have more info about it. There's a Geekcaps thread about it as well. So yeah, that's Mint Autumn on mintautumn.com. This lad is sponsored by everyone except Raid Shadow Legends. That's exactly right. Alrighty, next up we have Novel Keys. So head over to Novel Keys. So on novelkeys.xyz we have a few group buys actually. First of all, there is GMK Boneyard on group buy. GMK Boneyard is this gray and ivory key set. It's mostly on a gray base, and it features these cool novelties, like a skull novelties and these dice novelties for the numpad. But it's a very cool neutral colored set. If you have been looking for something that looks like Oblivion or looks like GMK 9s, for instance, it is a different kind of key set. I personally think this is actually my favorite of all the gray sort of key sets out there. Not only are the novelties cool, but the ivory color of the legends actually looks really nice. So I highly recommend GMK Boneyard. This was created by Tom Berry, who was also the designer of GMK Carbon. And Boneyard was actually an original offering of the second round of GMK Carbon, but it's come back for a brand new offering featuring only the Boneyard alphas and modifiers. Next up on novelties as well is GMK Midnight Rainbow. GMK Midnight Rainbow is this key set designed by J Esoteric, or J from Top Plaque. And it features just basically like colors of the rainbow on a black base. So if you're into that kind of stuff, like a colorful key set with a neutral background, the GMK Midnight Rainbow might be just for you. It looks pretty interesting. But yeah, I personally prefer white on black, but if colors are more of your thing, consider buying GMK Midnight Rainbow. Finally, on novelties, there is Cam Ghost. So the cam profile is a spherical profile that is similar to Cat, but I believe it is flat, and it's uniform. And so Cam Ghost is this white sort of themed key set, very like ghost and ectoplasmic. So if that's kind of your aesthetic for like maybe say your next E-white keyboard or something like that, or on polycarb, this might be the key set for you if you want something in the spherical row profile and something that's a very light colored. Novelties is also offering a variety of switches and stabilizers and lube and desk mats and all sorts of little goodies. So if you're making any purchase on novelties.xyz that is not a group buy item, you can enter the promo code THUNDER to get 5% off your order. And that will also provide a small kickback to support my work. So please do consider using the promo code THUNDER for a small discount and to provide a kickback free of charge. Can I get a link of that PCB? I couldn't find it. I'll link you in a bit, Ori. Maybe if you say I was wrong for using flipped spacebar, I might provide you the link. Alright. So next up we have Prime KB of it's Prime Keyboards. So Prime Keyboards is primekb.com. They currently have the Inert G desk mats on group buy, and they are also the supplier, the vendor for Alpaca switches, T1 switches, the Prime E 40% Alice-like keyboard, the Duck Raven and Sidewinder, which is a Korean custom keyboard, and the 60% layout. As well as, you know, and a variety of different things. Just recently, actually, the desk keys the desk keys switch films were stocked on Prime KB. So if you watch my review on YouTube or on Twitch when I stream, the desk key switch films are finally in stock on primekb.com. So do enter the website using the link primekb.com/lightning to also provide a small kickback to my work. And yeah, there should be other restocks coming soon. Of course, everything is delayed due to the coronavirus. But there is a restock of alpacas and Durox stabilizers incoming sometime this summer. I was told this month, but it is already like mid-June. So I am not very sure, but hopefully we'll see a restock very shortly. And please consider using my link to purchase on primekb.com. And finally we have Project Keyboard. So Project Keyboard organized GMK Bingsu, GMK Masterpiece, as well as other different sets like GMK White and Black Hangul and whatnot. GMK Dolch R5 will also be coming to Project Keyboard in August. So currently, Project Keyboard is offering, they have a Alice PCB in red, So if you have a T-Jar Alice or an equivalent in acrylic or whatever it might be, and you need a PCB replacement, they are offering a red PCB variant in USB-C and USB Mini. They will also soon be having the Elongate group buy, which is like a 40% staggered keyboard. I believe this is organized by Mr. Keebs, who is also a keyboard content creator. And Elongate will also be coming to Project Keyboard very soon. So yeah, do check out my affiliate link. You can use the command !sponsors to get a list of links to all the different sponsors that I've just mentioned. And yeah. So that is it for sponsors today. But if you guys have any questions, just let me know in chat. I'll try to answer anything. I think someone else had mentioned the Novel Keys NK65 Entry Edition or V2. They will be coming in purple polycarb as well as aluminum later this summer. I believe maybe this month even. Nathan Kim, Tata Types, reviewed some of these boards. So if you're curious, go check out his VOD or his build stream video on YouTube. It will be about $175 or so for a kit, and it should include a carrying case, a cable, PCB case, screws, stabilizers. So all you would need really is switches and keycaps. Pretty good deal in all honesty. Okay, Ori the Mandarin said he was wrong, but they did not say whether they were wrong in using the flip spacebar, so they still do not deserve a link, I think. You have to say you were wrong in using flip spacebar. It's okay, I'm just kidding. I have a link here, but I'm not sure if it's for sale right now. But that was like the website that I found before. Yo, what's up? DQ, hello, Mr. Broke. How you doing? Thank you, kind sir. JK, I was never wrong. Droke with the crass name wordplay joke. Joke broke. Had some coke. Now he's broke. Yes. So broke. It's okay, Droke. Just sell your just sell your gene. Just sell your gene. Easy. Look who is live. Yes. Hi, Mr. Zambamon. You did? Oh shit. Okay. All right. F13 is dog shit. Oh my god. I mean, yeah, F13, it like narrows the space up here, so it kind of looks awkward, I think. I mean, if I had to choose between regular TKL and like F13, I think I would choose regular. Invest in RS so lit. That looks like a board Olivia would own. Yeah, so these are Nolives switches, Zach. Speaking of, Zach, hello. How are you doing? How you doing? I'm sure I'm gonna do these one by one. Yeah, screw this. Alright, checking the alignment of this. it's gonna matter. So let's grab some. Where's my bottom one? Fast soldering, fast hands. It's okay. Not too fast. They look super interesting. I'm excited to see. Yeah, no, they're nice. They're pretty. They're like they're basically recolored kale creams. So yeah, they're pretty neat though. I like them. I like the color, and I think they're pretty smooth. So that's all that really matters to me. So. What do you find? Nolive keys? Nolive switches were, I think they were a kind of limited run on novel keys, so I believe you would have to either find them in the aftermarket probably at this point. But they were a limited run during the GMK Olive group buy, which was sometime quite a while back actually. Okay, cool. That looks good. see. No wonder I could not find them. Yeah, it was a while back. That's for sure. The right control isn't a little crooked, maybe a camera angle or something. I could check. I could tilt it very slightly. I think this should do it. Does that look better? Wait. Maybe slightly off here. Yeah, it's like slightly off. Actually, it's like within the tolerance of the cap because the cap itself isn't perfect. So yeah, this is fine. Good enough for me. If anything, if I get bothered by it, I'll fix it for sure. Alright, let's keep moving. Got anything coming in the mail that I'm excited for? Well, I was excited for some albumin keycaps, but those are lost in the mail. It's unfortunate. I want a food bongo, so I'm pretty excited for that. Oh, I should have a board coming in from somebody, so I'm kind of excited about that one too. And other than that, yeah, I don't have too much more coming in. I assume the Keycaps 160 should be coming soon. Which fruit? I have a grape coming in. Grape. I'm looking for strawberry. I like strawberry. I like grape and strawberry, but you know, life gave me lemons. Ha! I mean, hey, you could make lemonade and then trade your lemon for strawberry or grape. Looking for my shift key. maybe I'll hold for a while and enjoy. I don't like trading stuff right away. Yeah, I agree with that. I feel the same way about getting cabs in the mail. I don't like trading things right away either. Since I normally enter for things I like anyway, like, it's not like I'm gonna be unhappy with what I get, you know? So, yeah. What are the parts on my main keyboard? You can do exclamation keyboard to find out more about the keyboard I'm currently using. Alright, last switch. That's a nutty key, not gonna lie. Thank you. Appreciate it. Looks decently straight to me. Looks pretty good, right? I think. Yeah, it looks good. It looks alright. Looks like everything is all the way flush down on the PCB. Alright, we can put it in to the case. Yo, Toki, what's up? Yeah, Jeff, what if you were to regret trading a metallic Kirby looking keycap? Just kidding. I'm just joking around. A Kirby figurine. Alright, looks good. Thank you. Alright. Indicator LEDs? Oh yeah, I could do those. Let's see if they fit in the right location. They should, but I don't know, so let's see. So case goes like that. Okay, actually I might need to do some playing around with it. Actually wait, let me see. Aha! Perfect. There are oh, that's excellent. That is most excellent. There are indicators for here, so I just need to orient them in the right way. So the question is whether they work right off the bat, because I'm not sure. Oh, okay, I guess they do. Okay, so polarity. is gonna be plus at the top. Okay, I don't think these are enabled, but scroll lock, was it this one?
Wait, hold on. Which one was scroll lock? Scroll lock.
I think this is scroll lock.
And this is
caps lock is in a different layer. But okay, I know it's gonna work. So should be easy to do these LEDs, fortunately, because they are perfectly lined up from what it seems to the Dolch pack case. So that's kind of ideal here. Now let's just see how tall do I want them to be. Maybe up to the switch height. So maybe up till here. So what I'm doing is I'm currently just bending the the legs of the LEDs so that when they are down, they kind of sit all the way like close to where I want it. And then I just solder one of the legs. And then you solder just one of the legs and then kind of reassess from there. So one of each of the legs. And then so you do that, and then you just check how tall. So right now it's like two of them are pretty even, but one of them is a little bit taller. But the question is whether if I put them like here, whether they will have any issues. Okay, so far it looks flush. Let's just see if it shows up. So there we go. LEDs. Numlock is inactivated. Wait, oh, it's because they're coincidentally touching, but numlock is the top one. So there we go. Numlock. Okay, so the height is good. Another one? Yeah, so this one's my own Dolch pack. The other one was a client's Dolch pack. So this one's my personal Dolch pack. Board. Okay, so I do need to adjust the bottom one slightly. I do need to lower it a little so it's at the same height. Okay. Looks pretty good to me. Yep, that looks good. Okay. So now that is done, I can actually straighten these legs because when you clip them, it's easier to clip straight legs than it is to clip bent legs. So I like to straighten them before. And then you can just solder the rest. Perfect. So that is done, and I need to clip these guys. So snip Snip. 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 And snip. Boom. Alright. One big question. Can you check this out? Because I want to see if the keyboard is worth it. What is it? Can I send link? Yeah, sure. Yeah. You can, yeah. Alright, so these two obviously work, but I know that the caps lock is currently disabled. I'm not sure where it's programmed, but... Oh, there it is. It's all working. EVGA products featured bundles. What am I looking at? Let's see. Oh. Well, if you're into EVGA stuff, like the case, I mean, the case and the mice look fine, but I don't know about, I mean, the keyboard is just OEM, it's full size with a lot of RGB and stuff. Personally, like, it's mostly if you need the case and the mouse. I think I feel like the case is gonna have the most value here. So if you find a lot of value in the case, then get it. But otherwise, I personally like to do everything separate. So I like to have my case separate from the mouse, separate from the keyboard. But yeah, it's up to you. Alright, cool. So it looks pretty good to me. Looks like the fitment is good there. It goes nicely in the case. Can align these a little bit more properly, but I think it looks good. Alright, so we can close this guy up now. Oh, I need a fixed cable, but I don't have a fixed cable, so let me grab something else. Okay, I actually think this should do. So... Huh? Okay, so I'm just gonna use this end. Alright, so we're just gonna put this guy here. Look, fits nicely. Okay, that's good. Wait, where did I just put the other piece? Oh, here it is. And then just close it up. Make sure that everything is nice and flush. Okay. Top board is K? No. It is a gasket 00. Let's see. How many screws do I have? 1, 2. Okay, so the long ones go here. Bigger screwdriver. Okay. Wait. used the wrong screw for a second. I think I might have. Aha, I did. Hope I didn't strip anything. Okay. And there's a screw hole here, right beneath the bump on. So I didn't fully remove the bump on. But in the Dolch pack, the screws are beneath the bump on. Just so you guys know. And beneath there's supposed to be a badge here, but I don't have one. Like mine didn't have it, so there's that. I could always put these bump-ons back, I guess, but I'm not sure they fit. I guess that one is fine. Yeah. And I don't want to put this with yeah, with a glue, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. Alright, so that's it. There's it. There it is. Alright, let's now test it up. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Seems to work at first glance. Where is via? Where is via? Okay, via opened, but it's not showing up. Oh. Where is it? Aha. There it is. Let's see. Okay, well, let's just test it up. Okay. Okay, cool. Works. Okay. Insert home, page up. Oh, this might be function actually. Oops. Delete and page down. Scroll lock. Pause. So this is supposed to be. Oh, it's supposed to say print. But for some reason it's not registering, but okay. Numlock, that works. Minus, plus, 789. Okay. Wait. Why is my numpad enter not working? Okay, I'm gonna have to check that later. Should have tested earlier, but it's okay. I'll fix that up later. This might be FN too, actually. Okay, it's fine. It basically works. Just a few adjustments, but yeah. Alright, so let us actually put on the keycaps for it. Okay. Alright. 5, 6, 7, 8, 40. Ooh. Page down. Krytox 25G0 is now following. Hello, my favorite lube for stabilizers. Hello. Welcome. This is plus. And last one. Alright. Alright. Well done. Clean some things up here. Clean AF. Yeah, no, it looks pretty good to me. That key would be thick though. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. Slot for a wrist rest or something? No. So these are the clips that go into, so it like
folds into the terminal and the computer terminal. So that's what these like slots are for. They would like so it would slot into the keyboard like this. I mean, to the terminal. It's a portable computer terminal. Yeah. So let's test it out, yeah? Laptops those days. Yeah, so the Dolch PAC is known as a packet sniffer. It was used to sniff packets. So it was a networking device, like a network operations device. Let's see, where's my typing test? Here it is. The question is, apologies. Okay, so just need to resize this. Does that work? Alright. Okay. Let's turn off the music. Turn off my fan too, actually. Maybe put the mic a bit. Okay. Alright, so let's try this typing test then. Alright, everyone. Y'all ready for this typing thing? Alright, so this is a Dolch PAC, Cherry G80-1813 with Nolives switches, looped with 205 grade 0. And it has the stock springs, which I just lubed with oil. And that's about it. It's just a PC mount build. It has no plate, so it's directly on the PCB. This one should sound pretty nice, I think. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Sounds good. Yeah, it sounds really creamy, sorta. So here's the mods. So I think this is rubbing a little. I think it might just be the alignment of the case.
that's what it sounds like. What stabs are those? I'm using cherry screw-in stabs. Just regular cherry screw-in stabs. This sounds great. Are the Nolive recolors? They're basically cream switches that are recolored, yes, with slightly lighter springs than when compared to what are Dolch boards? So Dolch boards, the Dolch boards come from the Dolch PAC terminal. So the Dolch PAC terminal is what's called a packet sniffer. It's a network operations like computer. But yeah, it was like a portable computer that was used in networking. And this was the keyboard that was encased, enclosed within that within that terminal. So yeah, so this is just the keyboard part extracted from that, and then in my case I rebuilt it. I took out all the inside stuff out and then put a different PCB that's programmable. Old laptops, basically. Yes, that is correct. Let's do another typing test just for your enjoyment. All right. Oh, redo. What was that? Yo, Apiary, what's up? Gasp, how are you doing? Do you feel okay after last night? Hey, what's up, everyone? Hello, welcome. Apiary Keyboards at the party of 100. No, 217 people. Hello, hello, welcome. Just in time. Prongles. Hello, Pudsey. Hello, hello. Is that the echo from the board? So yeah, it is a plastic case. So it's gonna, I'm also, slamming this kind of hard. That's probably why. Was going to say it almost sounds like plastic. Well, it is plastic. It is indeed a large plastic case. The alpha sounds so nice. Yeah, they sound very buttery, very creamy and nice. You can modify the case to have a plate, but I would rather have no plate. It is effort as well, but I actually prefer it PCB mount. I actually want no plate. Yeah. Anyway, welcome everyone. Plastic sounds like plastic. Peepo G. Yeah, so we just built this guy. I was using. This was the other board that I had. I mean, I already had it. I was using this before I was starting to build. PC mount is good. I gotta run. All right, see you, Puzzy. Why is the camera shaking like crazy? Because the camera is mounted on a stand, and my desk is shaking around a bit. It's an arm. There's a mounting arm here, and I can shake it, so that's why it's shaking. Sorry about that. But yeah, this is my other board. Zambuma, do you see this key set here? It's because of the gorilla typing. Yeah, that's right. I type like gorilla. Is there an Enye? Yeah, there's an Enye. Enye kit right here. Survival kit. Is that the one I shipped? Yeah, that's the one you shipped. That's a nice home for that set. Yeah, this is nice. I believe I got the number wrong. I think it's 3090, but I'll remember. I'll check that later. Anyway. Let's see. Bien chévere. Yeah. Very much chévere. Let's see. What else is there to do? So we've done the build, and yeah. So I guess I'll just show it off. Is this still nice? Nítido. y'all showing off your AP Spanish or what? So this just has a detachable. I mean, we are Spanish. I see. That makes sense. Spanish first language? Nice. Well, me too. Spanish is also my first language. It's not just Zambumon. I know. Zambumon. Zambumon. Gimnasia. Mr. Zambumon. Anyway. Yeah, so that's the Dolch pack. Pretty nice. The side profile is neat on this, actually. I really like it. Focus, come on. Because the caps actually sink into the case, so no gaps, nothing like that. Yeah. C. And then that's the back. I mean, it has bump-ons, as you can see. So some screws are here. And there's obviously supposed to be more bump-ons here, but I removed them a while ago. Actually, no. Some of them, these two didn't have it. This had the badge on it, but I actually didn't have the badge. So this was exposed already. I just had to take these two off. Ya no me voy a caer. Oh my god. Anyway. Yeah. So good old classic Dolch keyboard. Please consider GMK Dolch R5 coming in August through Project Keyboard and Oblotsky Industries, among other vendors. If you have any questions, you can ask Mr. Zambumon because he knows all about my set. There's also some collab artisan sales happening. So actually Alpha Keycaps has dropped a Salvador just last week. And this week or next, maybe he might be dropping a Keypora. If you do exclamation alpha keycaps, you'll find more info about it. So you'll find the pic, and then he'll be dropping more info in his Discord. But yeah. So, yep, that's the board. Zamboman representing la madre patria. Yeah. Anyhow, please consider Zenith in gray or Moss and GMK Dolch R5. How about that? That's a nice combo. But they both will come like next year, I think. They'll like arrive next year rather. Let's see. So we could talk about group buys and stuff, but I mean I'm pretty much done building. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. You guys came in a little bit late. I love how many different accents and dialects there are within the Spanish language. Yeah, seriously though. I mean I was born and raised in Mexico, so, and then I also like lived in different parts of Mexico, so I like I have a Chilango accent from Mexico City, and then I had a different accent when I was growing up because I lived somewhere else, and I was born in a different city. So yeah, and then of course like yeah, my parents are Korean, so there's that, and it all kind of mixes in. Anyhow, welcome everyone. What's your opinion to the Razer tactile keyboard? Which brands do you recommend for tactile keyboards? I'm not sure what Razer's offering is for tactile keyboards, but personally I like, yeah. Well, Vint Keys, because he's a vintage keyboard enthusiast, he'll recommend vintage keyboards such as like Alps. But I also recommend Topre. So, you can also get like MX Clears or MX Browns. I recommend the Leopolds a lot. Philcos are pretty nice. Some Duckies are really nice. Vermilus can be pretty decent. I think, personally, I think OEM, like right off the shelf, Leopold gives you the best bang for your buck. That's my take on it. I think Leopold is, like, the keycaps are nice. The case itself is pretty nice. I haven't really found any issues with it, like in terms of like usage. But yeah, I'm filling out your build form, but I don't see 1.75 R shift. It's gonna be the split right shift option. M3X high pi. There's gonna be a split right shift option. I'm pretty sure you should be able to find it. But if not, if it is a 65%, it should be pretty self-explanatory, so don't worry too much about that. Wizard Unique, NK65 N Tradition, or GK68 XS? I will say NK65 N Tradition. I think the NK65 just offers so much bang for your buck. Like, it gives you, like, it's gonna come with a case, like a carrying, like, hard case. It's gonna come with a cable, like, you know, PCB stabilizers. Like, it pretty much has everything you need except for switches and keycaps and lube, I guess, for the stabilizers right out the bat. Will NK65 be a group buy or an in-stock item? I have a feeling it's gonna be an in-stock item from how I understand it. So yeah, stay tuned. It should be coming, I think, in maybe this month or next, depending on, I suppose, shipping times and preparing and stuff. They're getting ready for it. I feel the same, but it's a very high chance of it being sold out. This is true, but don't you think you could wait to try for the NK65 and then if not, resort to the GK68 if the GK68 is already available, readily available? Depends on if you can wait, right? So if you can wait, I feel like you could try out the NK65 drop first. Alright, so I like having, this is a very tight case actually. Oh, I actually needed to fix one thing on this board, so I'm gonna do that now. I needed to fix two things. I needed to fix a little bit of the case alignment, and my numpad enter key was having some issues. I think I'll wait for it. It's out in June. Yeah, that's as far as I know. It's in June, so yeah, you should wait for it. I don't think you run a risk from just waiting. Alright, I should wrap this up pretty soon. So just gonna do this in the next 5 minutes and then we'll call it a day. I have a feeling I didn't solder this properly. It's either that or... Oh. What? Did I solder in the wrong orientation maybe? Anyway, let's test this out. Let's see, where's my... Aha. So, I have a feeling, so I'm looking at the traces here. This one leads to a resistor here, but this one is missing. So I think that's the problem here. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, okay. So I do think that I just soldered this in the wrong orientation because it has like 2 different orientations for some reason. So I just have to fix that. Is this a personal build or a client build? It's a personal build. Just waiting for the desoldering iron to heat up. And they'll be done pretty quickly. I should also. Alright. Set my form. Excited this will be our first custom. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad to hear you're excited. Okay, so it should be this way, orientation wise. Alright, and I'm gonna just go for the risky move and just solder with my desoldering gun because it's still hot anyway. I don't want to have to heat up my iron again. Alright, all done. Have you guys ever seen that? Soldering with a desoldering gun? There we go, it's working now. Cool. And I had an alignment issue earlier. It was just rubbing very, very slightly, so I just need to make sure it's closed and nicely aligned. Are you using snap-in stabs for my gasket? Oh, I believe I am using screw-in stabs actually. I think it has enough room for screw-ins to be there. I actually don't remember. I do have to check. I can check for you in just a second. How about that? That looks like an off-the-shelf Walmart keyboard, but many times better. The Mad Lad. Oh, about the soldering. Wait a second. I mean, this Dolch build is basically like restoring an old board, you know? It's basically the equivalent of modernizing a board that's like vintage. So, yeah, that's basically what it is for me. Also, these screws are kind of, they're not stripped, but they have like glue, so it's kind of like... Alright, I think that closed fine. Alright, great. What are some cheap aviator cables? Oh, there's so many makers out there. There's like cup cables, there's like zap cables, there's cruise control, there's like Poseidon cables, like there's so many cable makers out there. I personally recommend just browsing through and checking out all your different options and going from there. Any around 50 USD? Yeah, I think they should be around 50 USD. I wouldn't be surprised. No, I actually don't think you will find them too expensive for aviator cables. Aviator cables are cheaper than their like YC8 or other counterparts. What brand do I recommend? Let's see. I personally recommend, I've used like Cruise Control. Cruise Control does really nice work. Zap cables, I've worked with them before, they're great. Mechcables.com is also great. Cup cables, I have a couple of cables coming from them. They've been really like communicative, although it took a bit. They have a backlog because they have like a bit of a, what's that? They have like group buys that they do for key sets and stuff. So yeah. Alright, cool. Alright guys, so it's all done. I think it all fits. Let me see. So this case is kind of tight for these keys. So I'm not sure if Artisans will fit. Artisans fit? Oh, it fits! Yay! It fits. Alright everyone. I think I'm done for today, and I must go. But if you have any questions, always feel free to check out my socials, and as well as, yeah, just sign up for notifications on Twitch, and I'll probably be streaming again sometime soon. Actually, probably this coming week. I should have a couple of builds coming in. At least one of them for sure. The other one, it just depends on what parts I end up getting. But yeah, I should have a few builds coming up. So I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, oh, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Have a great night. I won't be raiding anybody today, just because I must go. But actually, let's see if I can raid someone. Let's see who's currently online. That's the real question. Let's see who's online. I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody online right now. But oh, actually, Auramech. Auramech is online. Let's see if can I read Auramech? Let's see. Auramech. Alrighty. Let's go. So thank you so much, everyone. Tune in with Auramech. They should be streaming right now, so check them out. They're a new storefront out there. I think they're in Canada. They also carry like Lube and all these different products, but they also do like builds and such. So check them out. And thank you so much, everyone. Have a good night and take care. Thanks, thanks Apiary for the raid as well.
Alright, see everyone. Bye bye.